Good morning, Packers fans. Aaron Nagler here with your Packers Daily Chat, coming to you live on the Cheesehead TV social channels. It's Friday. Finally, we are here. The weekend is upon us. I believe many of you in Wisconsin are dealing with some monster heat. Hope you're all staying cool. It hasn't hit New York City yet, but I'm sure the check is in the mail. Uh, Packers will be on the practice field Monday, open to the public, or not the public, sorry, the media on Tuesday. I haven't seen anything about the public, which suggests they most likely will not be allowing the public in. So we'll start getting some kind of headlines, news, narratives coming out of OTAs. I'm here to just remind you, just take all of it with a grain of salt. And I hope you get outside and you touch some grass this weekend. The weather's turning, it's getting a little nicer. Man, just get outside, feel the wind on your face, and try and get off the internet for a little bit, because that's what I'm going to do. Good to see everybody in the comment section. Hello, good morning. Butch starts us off. Should Packers fans be concerned about the tight end position? Will Bobby be ready on day one? I mean, the second question is the more important one. I think they'll be okay at tight end. I don't think there's anything to, quote, be concerned about. But yeah, the Tunyon thing will be interesting to monitor. I know Bill Huber had put it out there a couple weeks ago that the expectation was that Tunyon would be ready to at least participate. Now, I still think there's a very good chance he starts the year on PUP, but we'll see. The thing is the tricky kind of wicket there is that once he practices, he can't go on PUP. So I think the Packers will be kind of weighing their options there. Wouldn't be surprised if he starts camp on PUP and then comes off of it, but we'll see where he is in his recovery. All of that said, I still think they're going to be okay at tight end. Now, maybe they pick somebody up along the way, a waiver wire claim or a street free agent. I doubt they trade for anybody, but I think they'll continue to look to augment the position, but I think they'll be okay with what they've got. And I don't think that's, they can win a lot of ball games with what they have on hand. Well, we got TKM at his post. What's up, man? Another Friday that I can say QBJ Love is still the future of the franchise. Puppy fund. So is that your thing? You're just going to keep saying that until if and when he's traded, then he's not the future of the franchise anymore? Not that I think he's going to be traded, but that is kind of funny. Dustin, what's up, man? With Olive's dog be joining you for watch parties? Oh, hell no. We ain't getting no puppies up in this piece. No, the dog will not be joining. Mostly because I'll probably be in the studio, and the dog's not allowed in the studio. Big B is here. What's up, Big B? How you doing? Tyler Davis season. Yeah, man, Tyler Davis. I think they got something there. I talked about him earlier this offseason. My 3 guys who should make a big jump video. He is definitely one of them. I really liked what he showed last year. I know Gutekunst mentioned him after the draft, but, he's got to do the work. We got to see it on the field. But, yeah, I like Tyler Davis a lot. Too old for this. What's up, man? We need Harry Styles to feature on Lil Wayne's next hype song. No. We just need Harry Styles to do the song. We've done the Lil Wayne thing a couple times now, and they haven't won a Super Bowl. We need to get a new hype song, and I'm all for like Harry Styles doing like a something like off his first album, like some rock song to pump us up. That's what we need. Packers fan, do it. Let's go. Packer D finally watched draft day. I knew it was fake when Goodell went to the podium to start the draft and there was no booing. Well played. Well played. Michael, by the time preseason starts, can we get a Packers Daily where 90% of the video is the pause between Big and B is here? Just a little performance art to make people appreciate the daily. Challenge accepted, sir. Challenge accepted. I'm all in. What else we got up in this piece? I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. I thought I buried my memories of Moss's rookie year. I'm sorry, Kyle. I'm sorry to bring up the ghost of beatdowns past. But man, someone was talking about Christian Watson being Randy Moss yesterday. You can't let that go. You gotta remind people. You gotta let people know. You don't, remember your past, you're doomed to repeat it. Or something. I don't know. Marcus, what's up, man? I can remember the years of horror torching us. I think you mean Moss torching us continuously. Then the dude mooned us on a day he wasn't even supposed to play. I know. I think most people forget that. The lead up to that game, it was will he or won't he, probably won't play. And then he plays, and then he does the fake moon. And what did Joe Buck say? A disgusting act from Randy Moss. Colby's calling his shot, ladies and gentlemen. 10:05 a.m. on Facebook. Colby wrote, "Aaron wins third straight MVP, and we win the Super Bowl this year." From your Facebook comment to the football god's ears, my friend, I am on board with this plan. I don't really think that's what's going to happen, but I am on board with the plan. Let's do it. I am all in. When do I think camp starts? That's a great question, Aaron. I would love to know. Hopefully we get some kind of indication here in the next week or two, because Daddy's got to make some plans. But yeah, I have no idea. I would suspect. I know the soccer game is on the 23rd of July, if I'm remembering right. So I would suspect probably that next week will be shareholders meeting, and then they'll go right into camp off of that. So probably late July into early August, as per usual. But as I keep reminding everybody, if you want to see some hitting, don't show up to the start of camp, because those first 5 days they're going to be in shorts per the collective bargaining agreement. So I'm not going to show up until like a weekend so I can see some hitting. Nuclear Family, what's up, man? Saw the Charger GM reacting to draft day. Great video. He said no one came to the party scene was good info. How deep do GMs go on the players? I mean, I think it depends. Most guys go pretty damn deep. Some guys are more involved on certain, like, that kind of aspect, like as far as video research and things like that. But I mean, they got the teams themselves, the franchises go pretty damn deep. There's no doubt about that. Colby, don't jinx it by saying you don't think it's going to happen. Killing me, Smalls. Colby, what? Hey, I said they were going to win the Super Bowl the last 2 years. How'd that turn out? So you should be happy that I'm saying they're probably not going to win the Super Bowl, because I've been wrong the last couple of years. So there you go. You're welcome. Uncultured Barbarian, what's up, man? Today's jams are Green Onions by Booker T and MGs, and Boom Boom by John Lee Hooker. Bonus jam, April in Paris by Count Basie and his orchestra. Oh, April in Paris. That's a good track. That's a great selection. Rodgers needs to get his second Super Bowl MVP. Well, Rodgers needs to get back to the Super Bowl for that to happen, doesn't he? Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Stephen, if Christian Watson turns out to be Santana Moss, I'll be thrilled. Randy, though, there will never be another Randy Moss. Well stated, Stephen. Well stated. Marcus, what's up, man? Moss therapy today. LOL. Please Google his side of the story of the day he mooned us. Oh, I know. Apparently fans were mooning the Minnesota bus, and he changed his mind. I know. I am well aware. Well aware of that story. He actually told that. Was it an ESPN doc? I know, because he's on camera when he's talking about it. Yeah, he had his reasons, no doubt about it. What are my predictions for Bakhtiari this season? Back to killer? Yes, Chris. I think he will be the lockdown left tackle that we've all known and loved throughout his tenure in Green Bay. I understand the trepidation around David getting back on the field. I understand the nervousness in regards to how he will hold up, because he has been out for such a long time. It is just the nature of his injury, everything he was dealing with last year, and the timing of that injury. The fact that it happened, the day before New Year's, in a freak accident, at practice. It sucks. I understand the frustration, but when he's back on the field and 100%, which he by all counts should be coming into this season, yes, I fully expect him to be back to his old self, his lockdown self. Now, will there be a bit of rust, a bit of trying to get back into the groove? Maybe a little bit, but no more that shouldn't be able to be worked through during camp, like most seasons. But yeah, I have no qualms or trepidation about Dave once he hits the field. Next, what do you think? You'll have details about the London trip meetup. Already got my ticket. Dell, I don't. With Corey, if you ask anything outside of 2 weeks, it's like, forget about it. I tried to talk to him about like what we're going to do on game days and this past week, and he didn't want to hear anything about it. So as soon as Banky gives me something to work with, we'll let everyone know. Just know that we will be doing something that Saturday. No doubt about it. Hey, Nags, I got a new phrase for a new T-shirt for you. Cheesehead TV, my dog, Aaron Nagler, and the Packers. What could be better? Nobody wants that. How many inches did Quadzilla add to the quads this year? That's a good question, Sly. We'll have to ask him. I mean, I've been kind of following along with AJ's travails over the offseason through his social media, but We'll see what he looks like when he hits the field next week. Hopefully, some Packers. Evan will get some great shots of the quads for everybody. How hard is it to run on a scheme blocking basis? Roy, I don't really know what that question is. How hard is it to run on a scheme blocking basis? I mean, you got to run some kind of scheme, whether you're running power or whether it's zone or everybody's got some kind of scheme that they're running with. Robin's here. What's up, Robin? Hope you're doing well. Why hasn't Lazard signed yet? Thanks in advance. Steven said the other day, it's not an issue until it's an issue, and right now it ain't an issue. But we'll see. Maybe he signs over the weekend, and then he shows up for OTAs. But here's the thing with Lazard. He doesn't have to sign it until he wants to. It's as simple as that. And if he wants to skip the entirety of the offseason, which is his prerogative, he can do that. He doesn't even have to come to mandatory minicamp because he's not under contract until he signs. Now, the funny thing is he can't be signed by another team. That window is closed. So he's legit just hanging out. Now, maybe I know people have asked, like, maybe they're discussing a long-term extension. That's a possibility. I think that would have gotten done already, though. But yeah, he doesn't feel the need to sign it and come on in, then that's his prerogative. I got no problem. Now, talk to me in training camp. If he hasn't signed it by the time camp starts, then it's an issue. And then we can talk about it. But until then, it doesn't mean anything to me. Uncultured, what's up, man? More Moss therapy. He was on the squad in the NFC Championship game when they lost 41 donut. I had a 41-0 baseball cap made and wore it to work in Minnesota for about 3 months straight. I remember that was against the Giants. Man, that was a great day. That was a beautiful day. I remember I got inebriated during that game because I was so happy that the Vikings were losing. I think that was the night I got, because we were with friends in Midtown at a sports bar, and then I was so gone. I walked up back to the place I was staying up in Inwood, which is like 200 blocks. But I was on cloud nine. I was so happy that the Vikings had gotten the beatdown of a lifetime that I just didn't care. It was so great. I was just listening to my music like in another world. It was so great. That was a good time. Roger Shirt Toe, what's up, man? Just got done leaving Green Bay. That Hinterland chicken sandwich, though. Hinterland's, their food is legit, man. I'm telling you. I was not really kind of hip to it until Corey took me there. And yeah, man, they've got their meatloaf is just right. Good shit. Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, if you're in the Green Bay area, definitely check out Hinterland. The food is really good. Complicated fellow, do they sign Jenkins this year or wait until his contract expires? Excellent question. I think that's a really tricky one, right? Because he is coming off a pretty significant injury, and you never really know with guys until you see them back in the fold, back on the field, doing what they do. And then where do they play him? Like, if they're struggling at right tackle, you got to think, we're going to say, oh, can you slide out here for us? Or if right tackle is on lock and they're fine, like, they got to think, okay, he's going to be back at left guard. Now, who knows? I mean, any number of things could happen throughout the year. We've seen them having to deal with injuries across the offensive line, and he is a great chess piece to have in that regard. But if you're the Packers, I think you wait as long as possible to make sure that you're getting the Elton that you know and love before signing him to a contract extension. Now, on Elton's side of things, I mean, his people got to be sitting there thinking, well, we want tackle money, right? I mean, there's no way they're going to, quote, settle for even top-end guard money if they think they can break a bank at tackle, which they probably can. Just his versatility alone makes him invaluable. So that's going to be a tricky wicket. That's going to be a tough one to negotiate. And I do not envy Russ Ball when it comes time to start talking to Elton. But I don't think it's a question of they'll let his contract expire. I think they would put a franchise tag on him and kind of try and work through it prior to making that happen. Now, and I know that's not something they've done a lot of, and the last time they did it, obviously with Devontae, they traded him away. I don't see that happening. I think, he is a excellent draft pick who is going to be entering the prime of his career. The Packers traditionally like to lock those guys in and lock them up, and I think they will. The timing will be interesting, though, especially considering, like I said, coming off that injury. It's going to be a tough one to kind of feel out, but they'll get that done. If I were Jenkins, I would take the tape versus Donald to Russ Ball. Amen to that. Although, I think Russ Ball and Brian would point out, well, Aaron Donald was playing with an injury. So, Bison fan here. Watson was a better pure talent than Kupp was. Watson was just on a team that is less than ideal for wide receivers. Green Bay will use Watson talents. Little things matter, a.k.a. run blocking. I mean, his run blocking, I think, is what's going to get him on the field sooner rather than later. Everyone's talking about, utilizing him in the motion aspect of things and being able to create plays, separation, all this stuff in the passing game. And I'm here for it. But I do think, man, you look at his tape. Yeah, you're right. His run blocking, he is a very willing blocker, which you absolutely love. Like, there is no hesitation in his game when he's there on the edge or cracking down or whatever. Man, he will stick his nose in there. And I think that's the thing that's going to get him playing time. And once you got playing time and once you're doing that kind of thing, then yeah, you're going to get more opportunities. You're going to be on the field more and then hopefully become, a bigger and bigger part of the offense. But yeah, the run blocking, I think, is what gets him on the field sooner rather than later because damn, he is a willing participant. No doubt about it. Do we see more starters in the preseason this year due to last year's week 1 debacle? Sebastian, that is the billion-dollar question. I am fascinated to see what they do in that regard. I have to think they do just a touch of the starters, maybe through each preseason game. Maybe probably not the last one, but those first 2 preseason games, just like a series or 2, I would think. Just because, man, that debacle down in Jacksonville last year, that left a mark. It is weird to think that, like, they started the year like that, and then they ended the year like that. They had bookend, like, putrid offensive performances. And then in the middle, they were great. For the most part, up and down at some points. But for the most part, very effective, efficient, moving the ball, scoring points. But the first game and the last game couldn't move the ball to save their life. It's just weird how that works. Tyler, what's more likely, Packers win the Super Bowl or Rodgers wins 3rd consecutive MVP? Oh, Rodgers winning another MVP. 100% more likely. Watch you almost every morning. Thanks, Whit. Thank you so much. Thanks for checking it out. Go Pack, go. Maggie and Perry can cover down the watch party this year, Nags. I would love that. I don't think they're down for that. But yeah. Oh, and speaking of which, there's no Pack's what she said this week because Maggie got the COVID. So obviously hoping she rests up and feels better, but her voice is screwed up at the moment. So no Pack's what she said this week. Cyril, what's up, man? What's the plan with the dog? Maybe get a small one that's easy. We can't handle less content. Oh, the content's not going anywhere. Don't you worry. The plan with the dog is start looking next week when Olive gets back and I get back from Wisconsin. And then, as I pointed out on the radio this morning, for those intrepid listeners and viewers from last season who should remember this, and I know Big B will be able to recall this because he's the one who put this back out there that I had said it on Packer Transplants, which I totally do not remember. But I did say week 1, if he's under center week 1. So I have lots of time, but it'll happen well before then. Uncultured, what's up, man? Have a good weekend, all. Be sure to do something for yourselves. That is excellent advice. Speaking of which, I'm going to get out of here and go start enjoying my weekend. Hope you all have a phenomenal weekend. Please do get outside or do something for yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mentals, as Marshawn likes to say. But before you do, please hit like on this video. Subscribe to the channel. And then tell your friends. Tell your family. Cheesehead TV. We are devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. And also, a programming note. There will be no Packers Daily on Monday. I will be back on Tuesday morning. But Monday morning, I am taking a personal day. Speaking of doing something for yourself. So I will be back on Tuesday. No Packers Daily on Monday. See you guys on Tuesday. I hope you have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Go Pack, go.